Yo, welcome back to the YouTube channel, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's the 27th today, February, and recording this short little video because I wanted to start this series called Nonchalant Rants, and I know it's kind of like a stupid name, but there's kind of a bit of a meaning behind it. I kind of want to do more, chilled out, more laid back, less edited, just off the cuff kind of video where I'm really just talking off, what's on top of my mind, things that I'm thinking about, and really just make this into a series where, I can just, if I have a thought, if I had kind of like an idea, or if I had just something off my mind, like, kind of just want to be able to talk about it freely and not worry too much about the editing, not worry too much about how it's going to look or the production value or you know, anything like that. I just want to be able to talk freely into the mic and to the camera and very, very low budget. Not I want to say low budget because we're in my car, but not a lot of effort put into these videos. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of series. What I really want to be able to do for you guys is to be able to just explain my ideas in a really fleshed out manner and for you guys to walk away with something of value from the video. And so with that being said, let's get into the first episode, which is this one. Yeah, so basically, I kind of wanted to flesh out this idea I have in my head. Essentially, just talking about, the only real thing of value in today's world is to actually try at something, and there's really a few reasons why. Like I've had this idea recently, and kind of like this feeling. It's honestly more so of a feeling than it is an idea. But essentially, I saw that Timothy Chalamet won an award. I can't remember what it was, but it was a SAG award, and it's a very prestigious award for actors, and obviously it's something that I'm assuming people in that field probably really cared about, probably also really respect. And he was giving this speech, and in the speech he was talking about how like he is in the pursuit of greatness, and he rambles on about it. Actually, let me put the clip right here.
Because it means the most to me. And I know we're in a subjective business, but the truth is, I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there. So I'm deeply grateful to that. This doesn't signify that, but it's a little.
And in that clip, I just kind of started thinking like, man, hold on, let me scoot back. It really got me thinking like when I watched that clip, when I saw it, like I think last week, the only real failure in life is really not trying. And that's all you can really do. Some of us get particularly lucky. Some of us find, our own space, our own niche, our own lane, if you want to say, and a few of us get really lucky in those lanes. But for the most part, it's not about just coasting through life and not wanting to do anything significant. Because honestly, for me, at least from what I've noticed in my life and my experiences, is that like people who maybe nonchalant or whatever, or people who just are coasting through life or just living life day by day. I think from my experience, like I see them to be more likely to crash out, to do something extremely ridiculous, to do something that's out of character, to do something that's just not beneficial for humanity in general. And I think that's really the cost of like not doing anything or not trying anything. Because I feel like for the most part, most people have like dreams and like goals and aspirations, or at least some idea of it. And maybe it came from like their childhood, or maybe it came from the circumstances, or maybe it's like, it could be from a bunch of different reasons, but just for the fact that you don't try, um, I feel like it can lead you to some really, really dark things in life. And, you may be more susceptible to, drug abuse, substance abuse, alcohol, and just pretty much all the bad things in life that really could make a difference in your living, in your lifestyle. And, it really is, it takes a lot of luck. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time to be great at something, but you just constantly being, leveled out for a long period of time and not striving to be, 1% better or 10% better, or really put a lot of effort into your craft or your lane or whatever you're doing in life. I do think that's where a lot of personal problems and human problems really start to come about when you can't control your animalistic tendencies, you know. Your mammal brain, really your human brain only wants to do three things. It wants to eat, it wants to sleep, and it wants to procreate. That's really all it wants to do. And so when you think about the goals that you have or the aspirations you have in life, that actually has to require you to use some sort of like brain functionality that's outside of your mammal brain, it gets to be a little bit difficult. And I think that's why I think that, you know, the real failure is just not trying at all. Because you're just letting your circumstances kind of like get to you. And you know, sometimes people don't really have that big of a dreams, and that's fine. And aspirations and goals and dreams doesn't have to be a big thing. You just need to have them. You know, would the world be better if there was more people who thought largely about humanity, who are wanting to put together, you know, these huge organizations that help out countries and nations and stuff like that? Yeah, but like you don't have to be that. You know, you just need to figure out what your lane is, what your aspirations are, your goals, and then put just minimal effort every day to make those things happen. Because you know, part of it is keeping your mind busy towards something valuable. Some people get lucky, they get into the right boats, the right vehicles to improve upon, which then equals to be valuable to society and to make a lot of money or fame or whatever you know, whatever the case is. And sometimes it's just, you know, you want to save up to buy a house. So sometimes it's you want to be able to tell yourself you want to go out more and enjoy a more social life and make new friends and maybe get into a relationship and fall in love. Or, you know, maybe some people, it's like, I want to see my family more often. These goals that you have, these aspirations that you have, I do believe that these are the things in life that separate you from your human body. Again, because all it wants to do is eat, sleep, and procreate. Like, it allows for you to be outside of that and to hold yourself accountable towards different things in terms of this mission, this goal, this thing that you want to improve upon, your passion, right? So yeah, man, that's just been on my brain recently. I definitely, in my particular scenario, you know, I'm not coming from a background of I have a ton of like social media followers. I'm not coming from an MBA background. I'm not coming from Harvard background, but I'm trying every single day to succeed on my mission. And there's two parts to it, right? It's one, stabilizing my ad agency to where I can profitably live off of it if I wanted to, or I could use it to keep building on something greater, perhaps, you know, moving it towards an actual company. Perhaps, you know, it's just building up my savings or being able to pay off some of my debt. And the second part of it is I want to be able to build schools, business schools in the Philippines. I'm in remote areas of the Philippines, and I really truly do think that I'm called to do those two things. And my vehicle is business and trying to teach myself online business more specifically. But there's a list of things that I could use as excuses, like, you know, I didn't particularly speak good English when I was growing up, or that my parents aren't, you know, from money. I don't come from a line of like, you know, money and connections with my family, or I don't have a ton of like social media followers, even though I did just hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. So if you want to follow me on there, that's where I'm the most active. Again, it's just a list of things that I could have used to be like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. But then I just realized, sometime around early last year, maybe late 2023, that like, I don't care. There's no scenario that I'm gonna be in that I'm gonna stop what I'm doing or pursuing or what I'm called to do and not pursue or even try to get myself close to that goal, that mission. So yeah, I mean, but again, it's different for everybody, right? Like I feel like you watching this, you knowing my channel, you knowing who I am, and you going all this way to watch this video on YouTube, you must have something in your mind that's like bugging you or itching at you, or telling you like this is for you. Like, it feels so right in your head. It feels so right spiritually and mentally thinking about it. And it's your ideal life, ideal scenario. And you may think that you're in a situation or circumstance to where you can't actively pursue it. And you might think that the world is stacked up against you or trying to play against you. But I have a feeling that if you're watching this video, if you know who I am, you know, you don't really truly believe in that. Like, my content on YouTube, my content on Twitter, it's not to inspire people. It's really to find people who are like me, who can think freely about their circumstances, who can think about what they want out of life and build systems in place to get them to the end goal, to the mission. And that's what I'm using this YouTube channel for. You know, yes, like I do want to get clients from it. I want to get business from it. I want to get some money out of it, because like we live in a world where that's the most important thing. At least that's how I see it. But at the same time, it's like I want to be able to share these thoughts in my head to find people who think like me, to find people who have been just lost out of life, because I've felt like that most of the time. And I may feel like I know where I'm going, I know what it takes to get there, but sometimes I do feel lost in a way as a human being outside of my work, outside of my missions, outside of my goals, outside of all these things that people see me as, right? Or even social media. So that's really it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's already 15 minutes long. I'm sure it won't be 15 minutes long, but I'm really enjoying this YouTube thing. I'm finding ways to like record for myself. I'm finding ways to really be able to record videos and share my thoughts and be able to connect with you guys more. Whoever's watching this, I just reached 50 subscribers, I think a couple days ago. And my goal for this year is to hit 1,500 followers on X, and then to hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Because if I can do that, then I'll feel pretty confident about what I'm doing and the effort that I'm putting into this YouTube channel. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, subscribe, like this video, comment down below what your thoughts are on my definition of failure. Follow me on Twitter, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in, for real. It means a lot to me. It's not that like I'm putting a significant amount of time on making these videos, but I do put a lot of mental effort into making sure I upload every week. And this is my 4th or 5th week uploading in a row, which I'm really proud of. And so, and I'm getting into a rhythm of this thing. Yeah, hope you guys are having a great week. I'm having a terrible week, but I had to get this video out of there. And, but keep pushing forward, and I'll see you guys again in the next nonchalant rant. Okay, bye.